4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Colin Liang from Hopkins Carey Business School, MBA year 2,
Nice.
and I'm doing my pop-up restaurant in the Incubator, as you can see. So I'm doing the pop-up for 2 weeks. Basically, my restaurant is authentic Chinese food from my hometown, which is the southwest part of China,
Nice.
the Yunnan province. So what we basically survive for the local people is mixian,
Okay.
the Chinese rice noodles,
Okay.
and we provide with the cold dishes. And
Okay.
later on, we're gonna put it with the different stocks
Okay.
when the weather is getting better.
Right.
I mean, yeah.
So my question is, so how was your experience working with the Culinary Incubator as far as the accelerator program, being that you're one of the first or second cohorts to come through here, that's working out of here. How was the experience working here and how was the support?
So basically, as an international student, I'm really consider this experience as a treasure for me because this is the second year I've been running the business and living in the Baltimore City.
Mm-hmm.
And this city is totally different with my previous experience. I was living in Boston for a couple years,
Mhm.
and the culture is different.
Mhm.
And I can share my story and tell more about myself, my experience with the local.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is what we call doing the business with humanity in mind.
Mhm.
That's what we learned from Carrie.
Okay.
And as a young entrepreneur, starting a business is difficult,
Mhm.
and I have to keep balance with a lot of things. But people around here, the Will, Huang, and a lot of other brands, they help me a lot with sharing the resources. That is the power of the community. We support each other. We grew up together. That's the point of the incubator.
And you know what's so crazy, Colin? I'm glad that you said that because people don't understand how can multiple brands work in the same space. And like you touched on it briefly about everybody supporting one another and having access to the resources. One of my last questions is, how was it to be able to have the tools? Was it an expensive process for you to do this, as far as being here out the incubator, or was it something that you would suggest any entrepreneur that's looking to start their business try their business first? I just wanted to get your feedback on that.
So generally speaking, I think this experience, the incubator, the cost is reasonable. You don't need to pay a lot, especially before you're running a business for real. You want some task point, like we call it a pilot point.
Mm-hmm.
So you start your business very small, but the most important one is you have to understand how from zero to become the one.
Right.
That's a key point.
Right.
So before we're running the business, we do a lot of forecasting, but that's just a number.
Right.
Number is a number. We have to down to the earth, put some hands-on experience, working with the local people and getting the feedbacks. That's how we're running for the business. That's the meaning of the pop-up. That's my philosophy.
So what's next? So what's next for Water Song and Colin? What's next for you guys?
So right now, our restaurant is gonna essentially open around October. So in Mount Vernon area.
Nice.
And for the next step, I want to still doing a pop-up.
Okay.
So by the end of the August, we're gonna do the pop-up at our house for a week.
Nice.
So basically, testing our revenue, putting different items, and asking people just like what we're doing. But so far so good. We've learned a lot in this 2 weeks experience. My team and my clients are getting a positive feedback to us, and we're learning for that. And we are taking a lot of takeaways from the experience and move forward.
So what are some
step.
takeaways that you, if you don't mind sharing, what are a few takeaways that you can take away?
So to be honest, I think there's 3 points I want to share with you guys. First is getting feedback. It's never too late to asking for the feedbacks from everybody else, and don't just think about everything in a positive way, and even something just a negative, and treat it as a positive, because that is the knowledge you have to learn and to put it into the future.
Nice.
Secondly, working as a team. Teaming is the best word. You cannot use your time or your energy and running the business by yourself. Time is limited for the person, but working as a team is a key word for that. Third part is like, we know we all from a different background, we all got a different experience, but sharing your story and be honest be open-minded, and be warm heart for everybody, and be kind, be a good person,
Awesome.
be a good human being.
Well, I want to say, man, just from myself at Healthy People Juice, man, like it was an honor to have you here in the space. You definitely brought some great energy. The food was amazing. It was great to have some authentic Chinese food and you explaining the culture behind it. 'Cause I think a lot of times people get confused with like authentic and what is just store bought or Americanized. You know what I mean? So I appreciate the fact that you kept the culture in what you were doing. So, any last words you want to say where they can find you at besides Hampton? Anything they can find you online or anything like that?
So, for everybody who is interested about our business or just want to share the story with me, please follow us on the Instagram. Our name is Watersall Baltimore.
Nice.
So straightforward, and we will keep updating our news from the Instagram. And I will definitely come back as more as I can during the summertime or the later on back into the incubator and share my stories with anybody else.
Awesome. Well, thank you, brother Colin. I appreciate you, man.
All right, thanks.
Good guy. Let me